Hello, tarot friends. This is Ultraviolet Morgan, and I'm going to try to do a video of some quick shout-outs to some of my early favorite YouTubers. I just tried to do it, and I got 2/3 of the way through, and the video was way too long, so now I'm going to try to keep my comments a little shorter about some of my favorite YouTubers. Now, I do want to say these are some of my early favorite YouTubers I wrote down over almost a year ago, maybe, so I've discovered a lot of new people since then. These are bigger YouTubers, because they were the earliest ones that I found. Now I'm kind of discovering some smaller, newer YouTubers, and that's as exciting as the big YouTubers, or bigger, whatever, with the, so, I decided, this isn't just a journal I bought that has these wonderful mermaid scales. And I decided that I would just use some of my cards and do a little shuffle through, And now I'm just going to probably spread them out and pick one to kind of, I don't know, to see if it matches the person. But not necessarily to read them, but just to give you guys something to look at, because you know how I do. So, number one, getting right to it, Owlvine Green. So now Owlvine was one who I believe that I discovered her through looking for books of shadows. And I haven't seen Owlvine. I haven't seen an Owlvine video in a while, I don't think. So I'm going to have to look her up because I enjoyed her. It's frustrating when you do a video and you have to redo a video. Let's see, I'm just going to pick one of these cards. Oh, that's really pretty. I don't think it has anything to do with Owlvine. But Owlvine, she does witchy things. I don't remember if she does tarot things, but she does witchy things. And she's wonderful, and you should definitely check her out. I'm being quick now. Jessie Huntenberg. She was one of the first ones that I discovered, and she does witchy things and tarot things. She does a lot of shadow work stuff, which came up since this is such a shadowy card. She talks about depression and mental health, and she talks about her own personal experiences. She talks about her business. She talks about organization sometimes, too. She might even talk about bullet journaling. And she has a ton of free information. I have not been through all of it, but I've been through I've looked through a lot when I first found her. And she feels very grounded to me, and sort of, I feel like, I want to say it, but it feels almost like an insult to her, and then maybe an insult to others, but it's not meant that way. Normal? For me, she was kind of like a clue to me, I guess, that you could be normal, and that you could do this stuff as a business, and that you could take this all very seriously, I suppose. And I don't know, to me, I feel like she has a grounded sort of presence, and she really delves deep into a lot of stuff, and she shares very freely, as well as she has services that you can purchase. And she's, I believe she has a young daughter. I don't know if she's a single mother or a partnered mother. But she's a mom. She's making, she's making good. So, she does videos on, like, astral travel and just all kinds of amazing topics. So check her out. I'm gonna have to write all these names down later on. And so then the next person on my list is the opposite in a way, is annmaddox, and she kind of taught me, like, you can just be you, because she's very unique and wonderful and so smart. And her look is very alternative, I suppose. And she likes bright colors. She likes plasticky things, which is a little bit different. You see a lot. It doesn't necessarily have that expected. Her aesthetic is very unique to her, and she is, like I said, she's just so smart and knowledgeable, and she talks very deeply about things, and it's great to watch her, like, with pen and paper and take notes, because you will learn so much from her, and you will enjoy it so much. Her personality is wonderful and quirky, and every time she opens, she addresses her viewers as Pop-Tarts and cherries and cupcakes and muffins, and you could just check into her just to see what is she going to dress us as today. And I don't know, y'all probably know Kellyanne anyway, but she's definitely, like, oh man, she's got so much amazing information. So Kellyanne. And then the next person on my list is Molly Roberts. So Molly, I will get a card for Molly. I will get a mermaid card for Molly, because she's a mermaid for sure. Molly she went to art school. She's very much an artist. She's very much a witch and an artist. And I discovered her looking for information about Books of Shadows. Which I think for some reason occurred to me before looking for books about, or looking for people about tarot. Maybe. I don't know for sure. Molly is very encouraging, very, very motherly, but, like, if your mother was a very eccentric, wonderful artist with a crazy laugh, and who was kind of like Pink, maybe, like I just was watching a video of Pink, and she said to her daughter, do you see me changing my look? Do you see me, growing out my hair? Do you see me conforming to other people? And no, Mama. And she says, do you see me selling out arenas all over? Yes, Mama. Like, if that was your mom, who said, be you, love yourself, you're awesome, I'm awesome, we're all awesome, and I know that we all struggle and go through hard times, and we'll talk about that too, but just remember that you're awesome, don't give up, keep going, you can, that's Molly. And not to mention, just when she shows you her Book of Shadows, you're amazed. But she'll show you ways to how to fix your mistakes. Like, what happens when you mess up a page in your Book of Shadows? She's got a video about that. What could you put in your Book of Shadows? What are some great ideas? How can you really trick out your Book of Shadows, like, really special? She's got all these great videos. So, that's Molly. Check out Molly, of course. Katie Flowers. Katie is... she is a very gentle energy. I find her to be very soothing, and so I'm going to pick a card for her from the Fountain Tarot, because the Fountain Tarot is soothing too. And she talks about some personal issues as well, and she does a lot of like deck reviews or like deck lists. So one thing I really like about her is that she has a lot of videos where she goes through a lot of different decks, so you can see a lot of different decks and what she thinks about them, and you'll quickly find out that she loves the Stella Tarot or Stella's Tarot. And she's from Australia, so she talk about going on walkabouts, and she talks about some decks and artists from Australia, and she's got a video about making the wheel of the year work for you, whereas maybe it doesn't fit perfectly as is, and I feel like when she always, I'm stuttering. Whenever she just starts, the video starts and she starts talking, it just makes me smile. I just feel like I want to wave and say, "Hi, Katie!" Like, yay, it's Katie. And I just feel very soothed by her voice. Also, I could just listen to her talk forever. I can put her on in the background, and I just feel better that she's around. So the next person I'm going to do the Wild Unknown. This person is not really an active, like, community type of person. He just posts videos, as far as I know, about reading tarot. And it's John Ballantrae. And he's very knowledgeable, a lot of how to read the tarot, mostly. He doesn't show you different decks. He doesn't really seem to be into that, but he'll kind of talk about how to read the cards and how to read the Celtic Cross, and his Celtic Cross video is incredible. And he's a little bit more old school, I feel, which is good to have more balance in that way. So John Ballantrae, check him out. I have to do this quickly. Joey Morris. Joey Morris. I'm going to give her one of these fairies. Oh, the beautiful lights. Okay. Joey Morris. Ooh, see now? She's a little on the dark side. Her patron goddess is the Morrigan, so she does a lot of, she honors the dark goddess, and she writes the most amazing poetry that's like poetry / prayer / worship. It's very deep. It's very spiritual. I'm not much into poetry, but she writes it and then she reads it, and it's powerful. It is a spell. It is a ritual unto itself. And when she was going through some hard times a while back, the tarot online community really gathered around her and supported her, and it really gave me such, it was so touching to me, and it wasn't happening to me, but just that the online community was so supportive. It just was one of the things that really made me want to be a part of it. Awaken with JP. So he is satire, mostly comedic. He does do some serious videos. I'll give him... Okay, the Hermit. I don't think that fits in very well. The Magician. He does a lot of poking fun at New Age. People who are, who are either out to make a buck, or people who are filtering. People who are really like, I am more spiritual than you kind of people that I don't know, it's just kind of fun to take a laugh sometimes. So he's really fun to sort of take away all the seriousness, I guess, when you just want to loosen up. He does have some serious videos, but his funny ones are better. I'm just going to end right here for part 1, and I'll come back with a part 2. So until next time, blessed be, tarot friends.